It's the first time a British monarch has ever visited the Republic of Ireland. A beaming Queen Elizabeth arrived for the start of a 4-day stay undeterred by bomb threats. She was greeted by an Irish Army honor guard at a military airstrip outside Dublin. An 8-year-old girl presented her with a bouquet of flowers. Then the Queen and her husband Prince Philip boarded a bomb-proof, bulletproof Range Rover loaned by the police in Northern Ireland for her trip into town. The biggest security operation in the Republic's history has been launched to keep the 85-year-old British head of state safe, involving more than 8,000 police, 2/3 of the country's entire force. Even before the Queen arrived, Army experts had to defuse a pipe bomb on a bus bound for Dublin and had a look at a device abandoned near a light rail station, though that was deemed a hoax. Parts of London had been closed off a day earlier after a bomb threat from a dissident Irish Republican group warned of an attack on the British capital.
Can you hear us loud and clear?
Back in Dublin, 2 different groups of protesters gathered at points in the city, and there were some minor scuffles with police. But the Queen's painstakingly choreographed visit itself kicked off without a hitch, with wide smiles in evidence as Irish President Mary McAleese introduced her to the country's new Prime Minister, Enda Kenny. McAleese had lobbied for 14 years to bring her royal guest to Ireland. On Tuesday, God Save the Queen was played outside her official residence, and the monarch received a 21-gun salute, 100 years after her grandfather visited Dublin when it was still part of the British Empire. 2 children rang the peace bell at the residence as the leaders planted a tree. Then it was on to the Garden of Remembrance, a central Dublin memorial that honors Irish rebel dead, where the Queen laid a wreath in a tribute that symbolizes reconciliation. Despite battles when the Republic claimed its independence early in the 20th century and 3 decades of deadly conflict in the neighboring British territory of Northern Ireland, McAleese said both countries were now determined to make the future a much better place. Karen Sloan, The Associated Press.